Hope you all are doing good. Today, I'm going to tell about Access Analyzer. Okay, so what is this Access Analyzer? Why we use Access Analyzer? Let's see with a demo. So our agenda is understand what Access Analyzer is, learn how to evaluate user access, learn how to compare user records and user accesses, explore the analyzer queries. Okay, so these are our agenda. So now let's see what is Access Analyzer overview. Access Analyzer is an access diagnostic tool. Okay, and it is only for administrators that helps view the permissions of an identity for a resource. Here, resource is nothing but a table. Okay, using this access analyzer, organizations can improve their security posture, identity governance, risk management, achieve their compliance goals, and understand who has access to what. Okay, and what we get, what are the key benefits, key features, and benefits? Analyze access to the resources like tables. So who has access? Okay, for example, able tutor has access to the incident table or not. Okay, such kind of analyzing the access and compare the access of two users like able tutor and Beth. What kind of access these two users is having? Okay, compare the roles and groups of two users. Same thing, and generate a report showing whether an identity has access to resource like table, UI page, client callable script include, and REST endpoint. These like, okay, we can generate a report, okay. Help to prevent from over provisioning permissions. Achieve the least privilege principles while managing and solving access issues. Compares the user attributes, roles, and groups. Compare two user access controls. Okay, and determine the right level of access for users on your ServiceNow instance. So these are the benefits we get. Okay, these are the benefits or key features. Okay, we get from the Access Analyzer. Okay, so now let's see a demo. How do we install? First of all, how do we install this Access Analyzer? Okay, so let's see by logging into the system or instance. So log into the instance, okay, or your instance or customer instance. Okay, so this Access Analyzer, how do we install? Do we need a license for it? Okay, an Access Analyzer applications requires a license and it is installed from the ServiceNow Store applications. Okay, ServiceNow Store applications. Okay, customer needs to be in Vancouver. Okay, minimum Vancouver release to use Access Analyzer tool. Since Washington DC, the Access Analyzer plugin will be auto installed. Prior to Washington DC release, customer would need to download the tool from ServiceNow Store app. Okay, so this is a latest release of Zenand. Okay, so then you have our instance, I think in Washington DC, I think. Okay, so we have Access Analyzer plugin. Okay, so you can see Access Analyzer, access permission, analyze permissions, access analyze queries. So we have this. If you don't have, if you are in a Washington DC release, okay, or if you are in Vancouver release, so if you don't find this Access Analyzer, you go to the ServiceNow Store plugin applications and try to install from it. Okay, So now we will see how do we evaluate access in an evaluate access in a capability. Okay. So let's see by clicking on analyze permissions. Okay. So if you see, we have evaluate access, compare user records, compare user access. Okay, so these are the three modules we have. Okay, so now let's see. So to compare, to analyze, evaluate permissions for a selected user or role or group. So you can see this analyze by. Okay, so you can analyze by user or group or role. Okay, for example, if I select user, so I will select which user you need. Okay, so if I select group, it select group. If I select role, you need to select role here. Okay, based on the analyze by, it will automatically change. Okay, for example, if I select user and if I select able tutor, for example. Okay, rule type. What's a rule type? Is table. You have four options: client callable, script include, UI page, list endpoints. So table, you can select the table name. If you select client callable script include, select the script include. Okay. If you select UI page, you have to select the UI page. Okay. If you select the REST endpoint, you have to select the REST endpoint and method, which method it is. Okay, so for example, if I select table and for example, basic module we usually test whenever we have something, it's called incident. Okay, so select the incident. Okay, and you can select the record also, which record. Okay, for example, this record. So if you want to select field, you can select field. If not, no. Okay, so table level, row level, field level. Okay, so if you have any short descriptions, you can do it. Okay, so evaluate access. Okay, evaluate access. Now you can see, so okay, so you can see the record is not accessible to the user due to query business rule or domain suppression security. Okay, he cannot exercise because if there is an yellow, okay, there is a script. Okay, alert icon instead in the any status indicate the presence of a script in the ACL or review highlight ACLs to understand the final access. Okay, so that's you can say this record cannot be accessed. Okay, so everything overall access is blocked because this user is not an ITL user. Okay, so let's reanalyze it. Okay, reanalyze also it is do the same thing. Okay, and you and if you go back to overview and you can see analyzed by record incident when it is run. Okay, all these things you can see. Okay, and if you open this user record, okay, and you can see it. Okay, so let's go back. Now let's go to users table. Okay, now goes to users table, users, able tutor. I will give ideal role to the users table. Okay, roles. I know we have to give from the groups, but for a quick change, I'm directly giving ITL role directly. Okay, ITL role directly and save it. ITL role is given. So now what I will do is I will open this analyzed by again and the record is not accessible. Okay, so now reanalyze it. So now you see delete operations he cannot do, blocked. Okay, ACL is blocked and you can see there are multiple options. Okay, ACL, access handler, data filtration. Okay, execution time, inside, execution ID. So you can export this one to delivery type, download or email. Okay, Excel, CSV, JSON, PDF, whatever it is, you can export it. Okay, so you can see if anything is check that use blocked or passed. Undefined means it is not defined at all. The ACL is not defined. Skipped means you can see it did not evaluate. Data filtration did not evaluate. Undefined, no rule found. You can see in the right hand side how it is given. Okay, so blocked, passed, and this passed is because of the script. Yellow means an alert icon. Okay, orange, light orange. Okay, something color. Okay, this is have script. Okay, in this ACL they have the script. Okay, that's how it is considered. Okay, reanalyze or anything. Let's go back to overview. Let's go back to overview. So that's how you can evaluate the access. Or for example, if I open the incident record, okay, any all incidents open, I open all incidents. And for example, David Miller, if I open this user unable to not, okay. So from here, if I from context menu also, I can click on analyze access. So if I click on analyze access, then automatically it takes like user, select user, table, incident, record. Okay. David Miller or something. Okay, then they can analyze the record. Okay, now compare user records. So you can compare one or two users records like able tutor and let me select Beth Bethline. Okay, compare user records. So I can compare two user records. Okay, so you can see user one is Abel Tutor and Bertel. Okay, so if I click on this one, it will open the user records and you can see the user attributes, all these things. So you can see the details, user attributes, what is user ID for Abel Tutor and for Beth. Okay, and I can replace first if you want Beth and then Abel Tutor. Okay, or then here you you can you can play it, so you can compare the attributes. Okay, you can compare the attributes, all these things, on the roles, what roles is given. Okay, roles not granted, has role, you can see. Okay, groups, which group he is, okay, group name. Okay, so for example, if for example, software is not part of Bethline, so then software will not be available here. So Bethline is a part of software, all these groups. So that's the reason these groups are mentioned. Okay, so that's okay. So they can compare the groups also. So like this, they can compare it. Okay, and if you go back to overview again. Okay, so you can see evaluate access and compare user access. I get the or there is nothing. Okay, so when you run compare user records, you cannot see the previous search criteria. Okay, only you can see evaluate access and compare user access. Okay, so in the compare user access, what you can do is you can compare, for example, select user one able tutor and select Abraham Lincoln. Okay, which table it is? Incident table. So I can compare user access here. It's not between the two users what roles they have, what groups they have. It's about the incident record, who has access and who has not access. Okay, who has passed, who has not passed, they can see it. Okay, show only difference only. Okay, so only report if your ability tutor is passed and Abraham Lincoln is blocked. Okay, only report view. So everything all same to same they have. Okay, so that's how we can do access analyzer. Okay, so if someone comes to you and ask, okay, so I need to compare the user records, so what roles they have, what groups. So basically, user, okay, go this one, go this one, go this one, but utilize this one. Okay. Now let's see the other module called in the Access Analyzer. You have Access Analyzer queries. What is this? Access Analyzer query. Okay, module allows you to reanalyze, view, and export previously such that was we searched it. Okay, reanalyze all these things you can do it. Okay, view queries also, evaluate access. Okay, so that's for a check. The main purpose of this analyzer is to view permissions of an identity for a resource. Okay, yeah. So that's all how we can use. Okay, so you remember there is a module called Access Analyzer for admins or for support groups. It is very, very useful. Okay. So instead of comparing the user records and what access he has, what groups he has, so you can use that one. He has access or not. So for example, someone will come and ask you, okay, for me, do I have access to the problem? Okay, do I have access to the so and so table? So I will go to ACLs and check each ACLs. Okay, he has a role. Okay, this role is not. So you just go to this one and select the user and select. Okay, simple issue, simple problem. I mean, simple solution. Okay, instead of wasting hours of time, so you can do it in minutes of time. Okay, that's it. Yeah, thank you. Please do subscribe to get alerts for upcoming videos. Hope you will enjoy and learn ServiceNow. Thank you very much for your time.